What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journos, Comics, and Pop Culture. I was just recently in Southern California and I stopped at a comic book shop. And I have to say, it must have possibly been the worst shop I have ever been to in my life. And we're going to cover it today in this video. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so. Check out all the links in the description below. But let's just get right into this. So this shop was in a mall in Temecula, California, which is inland, kind of in between LA and San Diego. The shop here, as you can see, this is me walking into the store. It's called Comics and Anime. Now, I'm going to run through this video with you guys and narrate it as we go. Because we're and here, I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna stop this right here. We're gonna get right into what I'm looking at here, okay? All of these books, so you go in, there's tons of pops, and some other anime stuff, Pokemon, pops, stuff like that. But there was actually a lot of comics. So you're going to see all the boxes as I move through these. But I get to this, there's these like tables that go from the front all the way to the end of the store. And this is what I'm going through. And like all of it is just priced at $10 or more. Some of it's more. But I mean, look, you'll see what I'm getting at. War of the Worlds. $10. Let's go through these. There's the Amazing Spider-Man for $30 from the 90s. Unbelievable already. Let's see. I pulled out some real good ones here. Invaders number 3 from the 90s. $10. A lot of these things are really big. Check this out. Incredible Hulk 90s annual for $10. Just unbelievable. I don't even know. Who knows what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got a lot of this stuff in like dollar bins. $2 to $3 books, and again, a lot of these books are really beat up. And they're still just throwing a $10 sticker on them. A lot of Bronze Age stuff. And I'm not saying that maybe a couple of these in higher grade wouldn't possibly sell for close to $10. Look at this special $10 for a new Amazing Spider-Man that came out like 3 years ago that should be in a dollar bin. 2001 Space Odyssey, random numbers. Look at this 90s Flash for $10. Oh my goodness. Oh, so this isn't even the bulk of it. There's 25-cent Thor. It's beat up though. Yeah. Balder the Brave. Did that say less than $10? $10. $10. Yeah, wait till the end, guys. You gotta wait till the end because the thing that just dropped me to the floor, they got a wall back here that you guys can see with some keys. And the prices on these keys are going to blow your mind. Now, I just came from another small spot in Temecula as well that had a Spawn number 1 for $45. I'm like, oh, that's overpriced. They didn't have a lot of back issues at all. All these books down here are so way overpriced. It's just ridiculous. $10+ on these guys. But this other store, they had mostly new stuff. And I was like, they're kind of overpriced in the few keys that they had. But I didn't hate on them. They had a lot of trays and just new stuff. And they had gaming. And I'm sure it's a good spot for people to go and hang out. Right? Some random Wonder Woman's, $10. Penguin number 1, $10 from New 52. Like, oh, jeez. So, my question, where are they getting these prices from? Now, keep in mind, they're in a mall. And when I sum up my experience at the end of this video, I'm going to break down why I think the comic book shop in the mall gives the owners a reason and the ability, like an excuse, to be able to price stuff like this. Hey, there's a 12 center. Some Demon 20 cents. So as you can see, it's just very random what are in these boxes and things that should be like, look, some 12-cent stuff for $10. I mean, that's not horrible. I mean, like I said, these are in pretty beat up condition, most of them, but it's just so strange that you have like modern dollar bin stuff marked it as 10. Okay, there's I want y'all to pay attention to that Spawn #1 up there. We're going to come back to it at the end of this video. Um, but anyways, you got some Silver Age stuff, not keys, beat up, $10, okay? Maybe on Whatnot it'll sell for $10. But then you got all this random modern stuff priced at $10. It's just, it blows my mind. Now you guys are going to see here, I'm going to go into the middle of the store where they have a lot more comic books, and they have two sections. They have a $5 and up section, but then they also have a bin where if the cover price was 75 cents or below, which is like what, 1989 roughly and lower, it's $5. Anything else is cover priced. So let's see. Look at that. They got what $30 on that Spider-Man $2.99 Exodus. Like, dude, it's not even worth cover price at this point. Crazy. So here we go. Oh, here's some more stuff. What is that? $20? No, that's $10. $20? Oh my gosh. I'm cringing at this point walking through the store. I really am. Here we go. Okay. So buy 5, get 1 free. You get 20% off if you buy 10. But even at that point, still, even with those discounts, if you bought that much, you would still be paying way over what you should be paying for these books. So look at this sign right here. So this is what I was saying, like, everything's cover price. Well, if it's Batman, it's $5. If it's a big event, it's $5. Spider-Man, $5. But if it's not marked in the cover price is more than 75 cents, you pay cover price. Okay, well, most of the stuff here is $2.99 to $4.99 cover price because it's all 2000s and up for the most part. Some 90s stuff, which is still like what one, a lot of this stuff's gonna be $1.99. So paying cover price for all this stuff, good luck. I mean, that's not horrible, right? But this is stuff that I would have in $1 to $2 bands, maybe a few of them at $3 bands. Who knows? I mean, already they got their like Spider-Man and Spider-Man, X-Men, stuff like that, like already at $5, no matter what. So, and look at how they're stacked. It's like, look at this. Look, they're getting bent, and it really looks like nobody is taking the time out of their day to go and sift through this stuff to make sure it's organized. I mean, they got the labels there that there's like Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, but they're clearly not. A lot of the stuff isn't even in bags and boards. Stephen King Dark Tower stuff for like what, $3.99 cover price. I mean, good luck. I just sold a whole set of that for like, I think what, $7 on Whatnot. Long shot. This is just, it's all it's junk in terms of value. Now people, oh, it's not junk. When I say junk, I mean it has a junk value. Sure, any collector that likes a certain character that wants to read comics, if you get them for $1 or 2 or 50 cents, fine. Look at this, $10. Now we're over to a $5 and up section. So all this stuff is $5 and up. And again, a lot of Rebirth stuff, New 52 stuff, Modern Marvel stuff. I have a lot of this stuff in dollar bins. Literally, I just had a comic book garage sale. A lot of the stuff that I see in these boxes are in dollar bins. Maybe some of them are in $2 bins. And then I do a buy 5, get 1 free. It's just $8 for this Dark Hawk number 13. Like, dude, it's $1 book. It's a 50-cent book. Like, come on, man. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Here's some more. Oh, look at this. This is the $5 and up. Look at all this random like Witchblade stuff, like indie stuff. Not even in I got those Gilgameshes in the dollar bins. No bags and boards, and they're selling these for $5 and up. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Look at this. Just, oh my God. And again, like no care with how this stuff is taken care of. These are more $5 and up. You get a random Bronze Age book in there once in a while. See, there it says right there, $5 and up. Which is, again, I mean, it's not as bad as the $10, but again, just how they're, look at this, how they're stacked in here. Spine roll galore, man. There's a box coming up here that's just really bad. World of Smallville. Where is it? Right here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Watch. Skipped it. $10. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at this. That's a okay. So what is it? A 30-cent. Look at no bags of boards. $10 on that. And it's probably like in a 2.5 condition with all the chips and missing pieces out of it. Look at this box. Oh my God, they got it marked at $10. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm gonna pause it. Look at that. Look at that. Do you guys see that? $150 for Spawn #1. Okay, here's my take on this, guys, so I can wrap this video up. When I was in there, I saw a couple of little kids with their parents. Oh, mommy, can I have this? Or, oh, no, no, oh, yeah. This is how a comic book shop can take advantage of normies, so to say. You know, I don't like to use that term, but individuals that aren't collectors, that get pulled into the IP. Oh, superheroes, you know, without understanding the hobby itself. And it's based on a similar pull as if you go to Disneyland and you go into one of their gift shops and you see plush dolls and toys and you know, you see Star Wars properties, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and princesses and all this stuff, and it's like it's all so overpriced, but it's like you're in awe of all this stuff that speaks to your childhood. You know, similar here. It's not that the comic books speak to their childhood, but especially in this day and age, you know, these IPs are still larger than life. You know, you watch the movies, we see them at theme parks. We know they're iconic pop culture that is ingrained in American history at this point. So you get these average, you know, people walking in a mall with young kids. They don't know no better. They don't, you know, and you got a mom. Oh, mom, please, please, please. And the mom's, oh, it's comic books. They must be valuable or collectibles. That's got to play into it, hands down. Now, the big question is, do the shop owners know what they're doing? How are they pricing this? Based on a 9.8 slab? You know? Do the comic shop owners know what they're doing? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can't sit here and say shame on them for pricing their books in probably one of the most outlandish ways that I've ever seen in a shop. One of the ones. I don't know if it's the worst. It's one of the worst. But it would be hard for me to say that they don't know. It's hard for me to sit and give them the benefit of the doubt for them to act like they have no clue on how to price comics. Why? Because in the age of social media, it's all out there. And when you're running a business, especially with this much inventory. So what do I think it is? I think it's an ego thing and a pride thing, and I think they think that they can get away with it. I think that either, you know, and I'm telling you right now, guys, they're not moving inventory. Now, maybe they're thinking they could bank on getting those average Joes coming in with their kids and they could sell a couple here and there, but they're not moving inventory. Like I said, a lot of that stuff has been sitting. So either they're buying in bulk and they're pricing it like this because of ego, and they would rather sit on it and not move it because of that ego. Well, I know what this goes for. I know what I got. I know what it sells for on whatnot. No. Like all this stuff. Comics are valuable. Comics are collectible. So I'm going to price everything at $10 or $5 and up. I'm going to price this Spawn #1 at $150. It's either that or the inventory that they're buying, they're overpaying for, and they're having to set a price to where they think they can recoup. But no matter what, they're not moving inventory, and it's costing them. They're sitting there paying rent on a facility where half of the space, half of the square footage is housing comic books that they're not selling. How does that make sense? I don't know how long this place has been here. Comics and Anime, Temecula, the Temecula Mall. I don't know how long they've been there, guys, but I'm gonna guarantee you, I'm probably gonna go back there next year. Um, I got family that lives down there. I went to a Padres game. The Giants were there. Giants won. Yeah. I want to go to an Angels game next year because I'm trying to go to all the stadiums. I've only been to what, 5, 6 if you count Candlestick in San Francisco. That's not there anymore. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. I give these guys 3 years. This store now, unless now I didn't see gaming, but they have anime stuff. Unless these people are well off and they just have, they're well off already. They have another day job, who knows, or they're retired. I mean, one of the 2 guys that were there, they weren't very old. There's no way that they're bringing in revenue off of pops and t-shirts and a whole bunch of comics that are extremely overpriced and are going to be able to keep their doors open. I give them 3 years. So, that's what I got on it, guys. It's really, I don't understand it. Price your inventory to move. Price your inventory to move. Anybody that collects comics, that is truly buying comics as a collector, that's going in the shop, is probably never going back in there. I'll let you guys speak for yourself. Let me know in the comments below what you would think if you walked into the shop. Would you give them any of your money? Would you buy anything? And if you walked out, would you ever walk back in again? Thank you guys so much for watching. I got more videos to come on my adventures in Southern California. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be well, and until next time.